When people think of world-changing inventions, they picture Silicon Valley nerds, Japanese engineers, or some British guy in a lab coat muttering about science. But plot twist. A lot of the stuff lighting up your home, saving your life, or powering your party playlist, straight out of the Philippines. Yeah, the same country that gave us adobo, jeepneys, and karaoke showdowns that could end family relationships also helped shape the modern world. So buckle up, because today we're diving into 15 Filipino innovations that literally changed how we live. And by the end, you'll probably start looking at your Filipino friends like, wait, y'all built half my lifestyle? Let's start with light, literally. Imagine a world stuck with sad, flickering bulbs that looked like they were running on vibes and regret. Then came Agapito Flores, a Filipino inventor who worked obsessively to make lighting brighter, longer-lasting, and energy-friendly. His work inspired the fluorescent lamp, the same technology now blazing across offices, classrooms, and hospitals worldwide. Western companies mass-produced it and took the credit, of course. But behind that glow is the spark of Filipino genius. So the next time you switch on your lights, whisper a quiet "Salamat." And speaking of lighting things up, nothing sets the stage like karaoke. The party, the chaos, the uncle belting "My Way" with tears in his eyes. You can thank Roberto del Rosario for that. In the 1970s, he built the sing-along system, basically the OG karaoke machine. Japan might have commercialized it, but Filipinos perfected it. It wasn't just an invention. It was an invitation for anyone to grab a mic and embarrass themselves gloriously. Karaoke didn't just entertain. It connected. It turned shy neighbors into rock stars and awkward gatherings into all-night concerts. But while karaoke gave people a reason to scream, one Filipino doctor gave newborns a reason to breathe. Dr. Fe del Mundo saw that babies in rural hospitals were dying because incubators were too expensive. So she did what Filipinos do best. She improvised. Using bamboo and spare parts, she built a cheap, functional incubator that kept premature babies alive. It was simple, brilliant, and life-saving. The kind of innovation born not from profit but compassion. From saving babies to saving childhood boredom. Enter the yo-yo. Everyone knows it as a fun toy, but centuries ago it was a Filipino weapon. Warriors used heavy wooden yo-yos to strike enemies from a distance. The word itself comes from the Ilocano term meaning "come back." Eventually, it did, as a toy, and took the world by storm in the 1920s. Every kid learning "walk the dog" has no idea they're playing with a tiny piece of Philippine history. A weapon turned into fun. Now that's evolution. And while the yo-yo was spinning across playgrounds, another Filipino discovery was quietly saving millions of lives. In the 1940s, Dr. Abelardo Aguilar sent soil samples from the Philippines to his employer, which led to the discovery of erythromycin, an antibiotic that saved countless people allergic to penicillin. Respiratory infections, skin diseases, deadly bacteria wiped out. Aguilar never got the recognition he deserved, but his discovery literally kept humanity breathing. While erythromycin was curing infections, another Filipino creation was curing traffic. Sort of. The legendary jeepney. If chaos and creativity had a baby, it'd be this technicolor beast. After World War II, Filipinos took leftover US Jeeps and said, "Let's make it fabulous." They stretched them out, added roofs, splashed wild paint, and turned them into public transport for millions. The jeepney isn't just a ride. It's an icon, a moving mural of post-war resilience and national personality. And just when you think Filipinos stopped at Earth, think again. They went to the moon. Literally. Filipino engineer Eduardo San Juan helped design the lunar rover used in the 1969 Apollo missions. Without his work, astronauts wouldn't have cruised around the moon like it was a giant zero-gravity golf course. So yeah, when Neil Armstrong said, "One small step for man," a Filipino helped make that step possible. And if that blew your mind, wait till you hear about the Filipino who basically invented video calls before the internet was even a thing. Decades before Zoom meetings and FaceTime awkwardness, a Filipino physicist named Gregorio Zara built the world's first two-way video phone. Yeah, in the 1950s, long before Wi-Fi, smartphones, or even color TV. Zara wanted people to see each other while talking, which at the time sounded like science fiction. His invention basically walked so FaceTime could run. Think about that the next time you're dodging a video call from your boss. It all started with a Filipino dreamer who just wanted to look someone in the eye while chatting. Now let's switch from screens to sauce. Because no Filipino innovation list is complete without banana ketchup. During World War II, when tomatoes were scarce, food technologist Maria Orosa decided, who needs tomatoes? We have bananas. She whipped up ketchup using mashed bananas, sugar, and spices. And somehow made it delicious. Banana ketchup became a staple in Filipino households, drenching fried chicken, hot dogs, even spaghetti. It's sweet, it's red, and it's proudly Pinoy. That's not just cooking. That's culinary defiance. But Filipinos don't just play with flavor, they play with sound. Back in the 1800s, a Spanish priest named Diego Chera built a full pipe organ made entirely out of bamboo in Las Piñas. Yes, bamboo. The thing still works today and sounds so warm and rich that musicians from around the world visit just to play it. Centuries before sustainability became a buzzword, Filipinos were already building eco-friendly masterpieces that could literally make music. Speaking of saving lives again, let's circle back to Maria Orosa, because she didn't stop at ketchup. She also invented the Salina 4 drip, an early IV hydration formula that kept sick patients alive in rural areas where proper medical care was scarce. A simple saline solution improvised to save thousands. She turned food science into frontline medicine. That's the kind of multitasking only a Filipino mom could relate to. Fast forward to modern times, and you'll find another genius innovation rolling quietly through city streets. The bamboo bike. Lightweight, durable, and ridiculously eco-friendly. It's proof that sustainability doesn't have to be expensive. Made from locally grown bamboo, these bikes have been exported globally, showing the world that Filipino craftsmanship can be both stylish and planet-saving. Because why drive a car that burns fuel when you can ride something that literally grows back? Now let's talk tech. Because the Philippines isn't just karaoke and coconuts. A huge percentage of the world's microchips, the tiny silicon brains inside your phone and computer, are produced by Filipino engineers. For decades, the Philippines has been a quiet powerhouse in semiconductor manufacturing. The digital age runs on Filipino precision. Without it, half your gadgets would be fancy paperweights. So yeah, the next time your smartphone updates, thank the tech wizards in Manila, keeping your digital life alive. But the story doesn't end in hardware. Filipino scientists are also pioneering natural medicine research, particularly in anti-cancer compounds derived from native plants. The country's biodiversity isn't just beautiful, it's biochemical gold. Many of these studies are still underway, but one thing's clear. The Philippines could hold the key to future cancer treatments, hiding right in its rainforests. And finally, the sea. Long before Spain, long before colonization, Filipinos were already masters of the ocean. Their ancestors built the balangay, advanced wooden boats that connected trade routes across Southeast Asia centuries ago. Those same principles of craftsmanship and balance still influence modern boat design today. The Philippines didn't just survive on the water, it thrived, sailed, traded, and explored. The ocean wasn't a barrier, it was a highway. So what do all these inventions have in common? They're practical, creative, and deeply human. They come from a culture that turns scarcity into opportunity, problems into art, and science into something personal. From the glow of the fluorescent lamp to the laughter of karaoke, from life-saving incubators to a toy that once doubled as a weapon, Filipino innovation has touched the entire world. Often quietly, but powerfully. The Philippines isn't just a nation of workers or dreamers. It's a nation of creators. The kind of creators who light up rooms, save lives, and yes, make the world sing. So, which of these Filipino inventions blew your mind the most? Drop your favorite in the comments. And hey, give this video a like, share it with your proud Filipino friend, and hit that subscribe button for more hidden stories from the heart of Asia. Because innovation doesn't always come with a fancy patent or billion-dollar lab. Sometimes it comes with heart, hustle, and a whole lot of Filipino pride.